Now talking about ludicrous, they've shot a trailer of this car in Spain actually, and that was good. Pretty interesting. So my thought is also now I have to guess how I can return my Model 3 and get this one. That's the main problem, because I think it's going to come out in Europe earlier as well as. But we will see. But here's the recording of this car. You can see it's similar. It has those new arrow wheels with the covers here. People are kind of discussing if they are beautiful or shitty. I would say they look great, in my opinion.
Somewhere
I like
in between.
Them. Yeah, but you can get rid of the plastic, and then you have a nice sporty open wheel.
Lower
like
stance
people
too.
like. Yeah. And here you can see it driving around. You can see on the side, I'm going to pause it here for 1 second. It also has a different spoiler here. It's similar like the Model S Plaid, I think, with the blacked, it's not a carbon fiber. It's more like a blacked out glossy line there. And it's subtle. It's very subtle, the changes.
I love those taillights so much.
Yeah.
On the new Model 3.
They're
sick. So good.
They're
so good.
Yeah, ludicrous. I love them too. It looks so much more different than the Model 3, the regular one. And when I see some on the street, I'm like, damn, it looks so much better than
refined.
the old one. Yeah,
Very
it's
refined.
so much more refined. Yeah, and what do you think about the performance variant here? What do you see?
So I remember before the Highland, like when there was like peak Highland rumors and people were trying to figure out what Tesla was going to do with the Highland. My guess. And I hate to pat myself in the back here, but literally everything I called came true, which is they are going to differentiate the Model 3 significantly away from their compact car. Because right now, before this refresh, the Model 3 was kind of like a cheaper Model Y. Yep. And if you have a cheaper Model Y, which is like doesn't have a differentiation between, let's say, a compact car, then you're going to have an issue where you're going to have a Model 3 that's not really going to want to be bought by people because they'll just buy the compact car. Whereas now, what you've done is number one, you've upped the luxury of the vehicle significantly. With materials, seats, driving dynamics, noise cancellation, right? The cabin noise. The suspension.
Super noticeable. I have to tell you that. Yeah. Absolutely.
And then the performance variant of that, because they were able to build that sort of foundation, now the performance version basically takes that package and turns it into, the best money you can spend on a performance vehicle. Yes, like dollar for dollar, the best performance per dollar. You won't get the best performance at all, but you'll get the best performance for dollar for any vehicle that you can purchase. And I think that's what they're going for with the Highland.
Yeah, and they are tackling, for example, in Germany, this category where we are seeing here is tackling BMW the hardest, I would say, because BMW has the stance of being
M3
sporty. Killer. Yeah, the M3 killer, exactly. The M3 is I would say the one that it's going to tackle here. It's so interesting because I already drove the suspension of the standard range is already pretty good. It's different than the older Model 3, and the way the handling is, the wheels feel a little bit different, I would say. Like, it's because I've tested the Model 3 before that, like a month before that, and then I had the Highland, and I must say it's having a performance variant. I'm super jealous now that this comes out, and when I paid the car off, I'm gonna switch over to this one. I can tell you that.
Nice.
Because what you can also see, what I really like about the styling here is also the front. They have this spoiler here, or this black bar here on the lower end. This is also for aerodynamic, and they have those inlays here on the side, those vents. And so I think this one is like, it's going to catch on to or compete with the M series of BMW, I would say. Yeah, it's interesting. And
but I think that the overarching point here, if you follow Tesla closely, is that this model is proof that the compact car is coming soon, right? That differentiation has to be made.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
It has to be made. And so I think that's my biggest takeaway. So it's definitely impressive that they're building a car that's going to try to. I mean, and it's cool. Like from like you as a German, the Nürburgring is like Mecca for performance drivers, right? Like people who love cars and who love driving, the Nürburgring is Mecca. That's where people go to have a religious experience in a car. And to this day, I still want to do that. So I might hit you up in the next couple of years here.
You have to. I can prepare and help you set it up, right? We're gonna do that.
Dude, we'll take a Model 3 Performance to Nürburgring. How's that sound?
Yeah, that's a good idea. We should do that. Yeah,
we should totally do that. We'll bring the little one too, to come visit Germany. So
perfect. Yeah,
but I think that's the overarching premise here with this is that this is proof that compact car is right around the corner. And when I mean right around the corner, I mean the next 12, 24 months. Sometimes the words I use are stupid. So, but it's being built on, and you need this product to create the differentiation. The Model Y doesn't really need this level of differentiation yet, or doesn't really need one against the compact car, I believe, because it's going to offer a lot more room. Ideally you still want the luxury from the Model 3 in there, but my guess is the compact car is going to have a form factor that's more closely resembles a hatchback than an SUV. Yeah, I do think it'll be five doors if I were to guess. So yeah, so it's exciting. It's extremely exciting to see them go down this path, because it's proof that compact car is a very real thing, and it's around the corner.
That's true. That's a very good point, I think. And you're right with, for example, I think it's an interesting thing to think about that. A Model Y performance, yeah, okay. Performance SUV, cute, funny. But a Model 3 performance in that form factor, that's lower center of gravity. It makes so much. It's already sporty.
And I have a Model Y performance, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that.
No, I'm the idiot. No, you're right.
No, but I mean, I get it. Also, I would also get a Model X Plaid when I'm totally honest, of course. But for example, that's also the same thing. It's like a heavier car, but it makes sense. But this one makes even more sense because it's more sporty, absolutely. And I think it's perfect. It's like a kind of a smaller Porsche, not the Model S, but something smaller here, a mini Model S performance, more or less. And I think it's a great idea. And now I have a bigger question here, because now we have the Roadster in the picture. My guess in the beginning was the Model 3 Highland is kind of the basis of the Roadster. Do you think that could be? I mean, we've already seen the prototype. Do you think they're gonna use processes of producing this one and then kind of put it downstream, or is it totally different?
The way I would view the Roadster is that the Roadster is like, it's Tesla's sort of Halo car for what, like the performance? It's a Halo car. I think the S and the X are no longer the Halo cars. I think Tesla's Halo car is the Cybertruck, and it will be also complemented by the Roadster. And so then the S and the X are going to be, you're going to get the best luxury and extremely good performance for the money. So that's going to be S and the X, and then X gives you more size. The Model 3 is going to be best value for money performance and luxury you can get, like as far as for the, let's say, everyday person, or at least try to get to the everyday person. But you're going to have a big gap between, say, the S and the 3 when it comes to that kind of stuff over time. The Roadster is going to be, this is just going to, your mind is going to shatter.
It's a spaceship. It's like the Cybertruck is its own category. Special category, not a
hypercar.
It's like,
it's going to be like a McLaren P1, a Ferrari LaFerrari type of, at a fraction of the cost. That's going to be
you could buy 4 of those instead of a McLaren, or even 5 or more. 10 of those. 10 of those.
A lot of them. Not to diminish what I mean. The McLaren P1, I see one around my area from time to time. It's stunning. It is just a marvel of engineering. Completely insane. But the Roadster is going to say, well, I can give you 99% of that for 1/10 of the price. Which one do you want, the McLaren or the Roadster, right? And then we'll talk about the Cybertruck as well. It's Halo car as well. So, and then compact car is going to be just lowest cost per mile, point A to point B. It just happens to be a Tesla, and it's going to blow the stocks off any other $25,000 car. Yeah. So the value proposition for those products are very straightforward. And long term, that's what Tesla's advantages is, because they can make money on those products, they're able to offer that separation. Whereas every other car maker, basically every other car maker, they have to convince you to want that product. Yeah. Because they have to run the ads and the marketing to tell you about, look at this little thing we do better than Tesla. And then the buyer's going to be like, okay, do I want that little thing more than the value for money I'm going to get from the Tesla product?
And the ecosystem also the ecosystem. I mean, again, linking your profiles with the car. I haven't experienced that with another car brand in that way.
Some of them have.
Yeah, okay. I have to check if
it's 2024, Jan. Come on.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I used a pretty analog car. Let's say that. I didn't even have parking sensors on my old car, so you get.
What was your car before this one?
A Subaru Trezeria or something like this. I don't even know if that's available.
Who's the manufacturer?
Subaru.
Oh, Subaru? I can't wait to see this.
Oh my God, I can't even see this thing anymore. It's so here.
Is it like a compact? Is it like a Golf?
Oh yeah, it's it's. I mean, if you like the Model Y, then you would love this one. Look at that. That was my car before.
Okay, it's cute.
Yeah, it's a cute one. Yeah. No automatic. This one's automatic. I don't have. I have a stick there. That one was automatic. But yeah, that's a car.
So cute.
Yeah, and now you can imagine that I look out of this door because I open the door and look to the behind to see if I bump into another car when I park. Yeah. So this is the. Yeah.
So this is what the compact car is going to go up against. Mm-hmm. So think about that for a second. So the compact car is going to go up against this car, right? Mm-hmm. And like for like on a new price, you're either going to pay $20,000 to $20. I don't even know if you can buy. I mean, you can buy $20,000 car in the United States new. You either buy $20,000 US car, a car in the US new. That's a compact car that looks like that one. And I'm sure it's a great car. It's just small, and it doesn't offer as much as, say, a more expensive car. Or would you rather pay $25,000 less the $7,500 tax credit, making it $17,500? So would you rather pay less and get an electric car that's going to have way better performance, way better safety, way better ecosystem, way better software, way better driving dynamics, way better throttle response, way better braking, so on and so forth, right? Value proposition breaks. And this is where electric vehicles take over.
Absolutely.